Alrighty, so this is the first worksheet that we went over. There's two cases for this multiplying polynomials. The first one is going to look like this. This is called the difference of two squares. And all you do to solve this problem is you square the first and you square the second. But make sure you keep that negative sign. So essentially what we're doing is if we FOILed this out, we would get x squared plus 5x minus 5x minus 25. But the positive 5x and the negative 5x cancel each other out, so we're just left with x squared minus 25. As you can see, this one's a square, and this one's also a square, so we call it the difference of two squares. So, all you have to do for those problems is you square the first one. So n squared, you square the second one, you keep that negative sign right here, and we get n squared minus 1. Let's do a couple more. So this one is going to be x squared minus 9. Square the first, square the second, keep the negative sign. Alrighty. Okay, here's a second case. When you square a number or a polynomial, so we have p minus 1 squared, we have some rules, and I would highly recommend if you've missed class to write these in your notebook, is square the first, square the second, twice the product. Okay, the first two are pretty self-explanatory. Is p squared is p squared. Negative 1 squared is positive 1. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. And then twice the product. What does this mean? So basically what you do is you take this term and you multiply them together. So we get negative p. Then we're going to twice it. So this is what we call the product. And then we multiply it by 2. So we're going to get negative 2p. And that's going to be your answer. Okay, let's do another one. So this one is going to be square the first, x squared. Square the second is positive 16. And then twice the product. We get negative 4x. We times that by 2. We get negative 8x. Okay, let's do a little bit more complicated one. Number 9. Square the first, we get 4k to the 4th. Square the second, we get 1. If we multiply these two together, we get 2k squared, and then we times that by 2. So we get 4k squared. This one, so square the first, we get 4. Square the second, we're going to get 25 into the 4th. And then we're going to multiply these together. That's 10n squared times it by 2. We're going to get 20n squared. Your final answer has to be in descending order of your exponents. So we're going to rewrite it to be in descending order. And that will be your answer. Oh. Okay. Let's do these two. And then we'll flip to the next page. So this one is back to just square the first and square the second because we have a positive sign and a negative sign. So our middle terms are going to cancel each other out. So we can just square the first, which is going to be 64a to the 4th. And square the second is going to be 16. But we have our negative sign, so that needs to carry through to our answer. And that is your answer. And then for this one is square the first. 9x squared, square the second is 49. Keep that negative sign in your answer. There you go. Pretty simple. Let's see if there's any more complicated ones though. Alrighty, let's do these ones. So we square the first. Negative m times negative m is going to be positive m squared. Square the second. Keep that negative sign is 25 n squared. Square the first, we get y squared. Keep the negative sign. 3x squared is 9x squared. And there's your answer for that one. Okay, let's see. Let's do this one. This is a square the first, square the second, twice the product one. So we go square the first, we're going to get 36x squared. Square the second, we're going to get 49y to the fourth. Our product is going to be positive 42xy squared. When we multiply that by 2, we're going to get 84xy squared. Alrighty. Let's do 23. So this one's going to be 81x to the fourth. When we square negative 9x squared, is going to be positive 100y squared. When we multiply these together, we're going to get 90x squared y. Multiply that by 2, we get 180x squared y. Square the first, square the second, twice the product. That's all that is for this lesson. I hope that's helpful.